really notice the particular points of point 4.15 and 16 in the report, because we're very glad to see consideration given towards in-house provision of some of the capital works, and particularly we'd like to basically say that we are here for you when we're ready for it. We're keen to have discussions around what can be done for retrofitting and further in-house and for housing property. There was an independent report done by Scottish Hazards recently which looked at the council's award of the hard FM contract and sort of highlighted, unfortunately, the extent to which trade unions were kept at length and away from discussions, and at what points the council derated from the Scottish Government's procurement journey. And what we'd really like to see here is sort of an agreement of principle that trade unions are key stakeholders in this type of work. The stakeholders defined there as a group that's got interest or concern in something, and certainly when work has gone out to be outsourced, if anything else fails, this does have an impact on our members, on the workers within the council. Also, some of the benefits of this engagement would allow our workers to provide feedback and expertise that is sort of sought from this procurement journey and further buy-in, so that regardless of the decision that is taken, whether it is in-house or outsourced, the members have been involved in this, so it can really create a success when measures are taken. Some of the areas that we notice when there's been a discussion about extra work that we require in the report, a note of work around roof and gutter replacement in kitchens and bathrooms are things that have been outsourced that we are very keen to see brought back in-house. So again, we think this would be hugely beneficial to the council, hugely beneficial to the workers, and note that because the phase 2 of the whole house retrofit design principles work's not going to be completed till the end of the year, that will give us time to sort of engage, sort of early engagement with unions be greatly appreciated. We've raised sort of the benefits that we believe of in-house and housing property services, sort of creating SPAC to allow staff to develop, to provide better value for money, better value for the citizens, ensuring works are going to staff with public sector values. But I'd like to hone in on some more particular benefits we believe to the workforce. So in-house and more jobs will allow workers to move beyond simply doing responsive maintenance, which comes with its own challenges, continually dealing with tenants, and also poses extra challenges to apprentices who don't get to sort of fully get onto a job from start to finish. So bringing in extra work would add extra value to these workers. A key thing as well really is, I understand there's been sort of risk highlighted in whether work could keep a pace if it was done in-house with the requirements through East 2 and the likes. However, I think a show of faith in the workers would be hugely appreciated and could pay off dividends, because some of the housing property staff have been left out in the cold with a lot of changes that have happened over the last 10 years. I mean, we've seen staff under modernising pay lose a significant portion of income. We've seen lots of measures brought in that some have felt have included sort of surveillance. A lot of their belief on the ground, there's been a lot of stick and very little carrot and sort of trying to drive productivity. Whereas bringing further work in-house, which will allow opportunities to develop, upskill, multi-skill, and also show faith in our council staff, I think would really help raise morale and hopefully try and turn the tide to see if this can be some of the first moves that could increase productivity in the service. Some of the areas that we think that kind of an urgent need for in-housing would be around the likes of the fire suppression systems and new fire alarm systems. Obviously, there's a new Scottish Government requirements around this. And also, it's one of the areas where I think we can look to sweat our assets. I mean, ATEC24's contract with SPE for their electrical install work for devices at homes, I know that's ended or ending soon. And it'd be something that would be interesting to see whether, rather than looking outside, we could bring this work in and be doing that working across the council, using house and property staff for work here. Also, with the amount of work that's required for retrofitting and the potential to run into asbestos, we would like to see the asbestos work brought back in-house very quickly. And sort of final and sort of area really noted, as well as sort of aforementioned kitchens and bathrooms, would be the damp and preservation work. Unite have been working with Living Rent and speaking with council tenants, and some of the stories are absolutely appalling. Sort of the health-threatening conditions we've got of damp and black mould problems in the council high-rise blocks. So I think if we're able to bring these jobs in-house, show some faith in the council staff to develop, learn these skills, upskill, I think that'd be absolutely fantastic.